Years ago, I wrote my autobiography, Whores, Whores, Why and How I Came to Fight the Establishment. I was ahead of my time. People said that. I predicted what was going to happen years later, and we've seen it come to pass right now. I am a registered Republican. I'm a Republican in the sense of Thomas Jefferson, although he wasn't formally a Republican. I believe in individual rights. I believe in being a true Republican. And when I ran for the Senate in 2003 and 2004 in Florida in the Republican primary, I called myself the true Republican. Well, the Republicans have morphed over the years and they've gotten worse. And we see what's happening. We see what's happening on Capitol Hill. President Trump asks them to install the nuclear option, meaning a simple majority vote will pass things. Right now, you need 60 votes. Otherwise, there can be a filibuster and nothing gets through. And that's why the government is not open. But these Republican senators, RINOs, are cowards. They are people who want to protect the status quo. And they don't realize, as what President Trump said, that the Democrats, if they ever gain control of the Senate again, they'll exercise the nuclear option. So why are they holding back? They're holding back because they want to retain power. They're holding back because they become establishment. They're doing things which are against conservative principles simply because they are establishment. And they are certainly not as bad as the Democrats by far. The Democrats are pure evil. They've been inhabited by the devil. But the Republicans are a bunch of sissies, and they don't stand up for what's right. And I'll give you an example. In my personal capacity, I've been helping Congressman Nancy Mace. She's the one courageous congressperson in Congress. That's why I'm helping her. I've never done that before for any politician. But she has courage, and she does her convictions. So last week, she goes to the airport in Charleston, and the security there for the airport, as well as American Airlines, doesn't show up to protect her. She gets thousands of death threats, almost monthly, vile, vicious death threats. She's in the crosshairs as much as Charlie Kirk was, and myself and others who stand up for things. And she gets upset, and she uses some expletive deleted, which she had the right to do. And what happens then? The airport authority lies about what happened. They create false reports. So does American Airlines. And to add insult to injury, you have these establishment RINO Republicans like Trey Gowdy, who frankly has never done SHIT on anything other than pontificate. He now is a commentator on Fox News. That's probably all he's worth in many ways. Lindsey Graham, big mouth. He doesn't run nothing but his mouth. And you've got Tim Scott, a complete non-entity, taking shots at Nancy Mace, calling her all kinds of names, saying that she's got pathological issues. They're making diagnoses. They're protecting the Republican establishment because who is running against Nancy Mace? The Attorney General, Alan Wilson, pure establishment in Charleston. So I personally have come to her defense. We have prepared a complaint to file. I'll have local counsel in that regard. And this is the kind of thing that needs to be done immediately. This is the Republican establishment. They are cowards. And right now, the American people are suffering because they can't get food stamps. Airline flights are being delayed or canceled. Government services are shut down because the Republicans won't take President Trump's advice and install the nuclear option in their rules, where a simple majority, and the Republicans have a majority to do the job. People like Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott, senators from South Carolina, are part of that establishment. So watch what Freedom Watch does. We're going to, not because I'm not doing it in the context of Nancy Mace, that's my personal activity that we're doing there. But this is something that needs to be pursued with regard to the Republican Party. The Republican Party needs to shape up or ship out. It is not what it's portrayed to be. It needs to be courageous. There's only one courageous Republican on Capitol Hill, and that's Nancy Mace. So watch what we do. Don't worry about what people say. You have to be brave. This is the time to clean the whole rat's nest out on Capitol Hill, in Congress, in all three branches of government. We're at the side of President Trump in doing it. He's doing a fantastic job. In fact, Nancy calls herself the Donald Trump in high heels. God bless you. God bless America. God save America. Remember, the Father and Son will help us only if we help ourselves. Stay tuned. Watch what happens. We take action. We just don't spew forth words. I'll be back Monday with another special podcast.